Hello, my dear friends. Myself Ritika, and I welcome you all to EduTap. Guys, the RBI Grade B examination for the year 2022 is fast approaching. There's this constant concern that has been raised by students, that is the coverage of reports. So, students have this concern that how to cover the reports. What to cover in a report, right? So I will try to address all your concerns related to reports, that is which reports to cover, how to cover, when to cover. With this video you will be well versed with the reports and their coverage. Before we proceed to this lecture, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done it yet. This will help you to get a lot of videos, a lot of content that is free of cost and is relevant for RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A, SEBI Grade A examinations. Also, I would request you to join our Telegram channel so that daily videos, daily updates that are posted here, you can make avail them. And the link of this Telegram is in the description of this particular video. Guys, before I proceed to tell you that how, what, when of the reports you have to do, it is very important that you understand why you have to cover reports. Many students are already aware about it, but many students are not, probably because they are new in this preparation or they are not well acquainted with the examination pattern. So the why of the reports is here, guys. I have done an analysis for you year-wise to tell you the importance of reports in the RBI Grade B examination. So guys, in the year 2021, we all know that RBI has brought this pattern of objective as well as descriptive in the phase 2 exam. So in phase 2, in 50 marks objective paper, 13 marks was dedicated to reports. In 2019, you know that the paper of 2022 could not take place because of COVID. So 2019 examination, 100 marks objective paper was there, out of which 22 marks dedicated to reports. And similarly in 2018, 24 marks, guys, in the objective paper. So this basically tells you that the reports are relevant not only in your phase 2, the data of which I have shown, not only in objective but also in descriptive. Why do I say this, guys? Please understand that while you write answers, you need fodder material. What is this fodder material? When you quote some data, you quote some figures, you quote some report names in your answer, they are considered to be the fodder of your answer. They will make your answer look more structured. They will make the examiner feel that you are more knowledgeable as compared to others who have not given the reports. Let me take an example. There's a question on human development and you are able to quote the human development index that is released by United Nations. That will make your answer scoring as compared to others, right? So in descriptive part, it will be wonderful fodder material if you are able to recall the reports, their releasing bodies. And in objective, there are direct questions in phase 2, and whatever you are preparing for phase 2 is gonna be helpful in phase 1 with the changed pattern. We know there is this integrated preparation required for phase 1 and phase 2. In phase 1, there is 80 marks of GA and it will include current affairs which have reports as a very important part, right? I hope this why is clear. Now let's move on to different questions that you guys have. First we will talk about which reports to cover. Very important question indeed. So guys, to understand the reports, let us divide the reports in two categories: national and international bodies reports. That is, the reports that are released by national body, we will call them as national reports. Released by international bodies would be called as international reports. To give you an example, SDG India Index, guys, is released by Niti Aayog. It's a national body, so that will be a national report. On the other hand, Global World Outlook report or Global Outlook report, that report is released by an international body, so that will be considered to be an international report. So for this examination, guys, we are concerned with national as well as international reports. Reports by states are not important, by your cities are not important, but by national bodies as well as international bodies are important. But now next question is, there are so many bodies that are releasing the report. Am I to cover all those reports? Then guys, next step of understanding comes here. Reports that are released by public or private bodies. If a report is released by a public body in a public domain, it is important for you. If it is national, then also. If it is international, then also. On the other hand, if a report is released by a private body at national or international level, that is, the report is released by a body that is a private organization, although it has released the report in public domain, but it is a private body, then the relevance of that report will become less as compared to a public body report, right? I hope you understand it. Why am I saying this? Because we have analyzed your paper and we have got to know that the reports that are released by public bodies are more important. So public body, national or international, both will be important. Private body, national and international, will not be as important, right? By not important, I do not mean that you simply ignore it. By this, I basically mean that if you have time crunch and if you want to do the pinpointed preparation, then you can ignore it, right? So guys, now the reports that are released by national international bodies and they are in public domain, released by public bodies, right? Then which reports to cover? Because if we go on counting, there will be many reports released by these bodies which are even the public bodies. One next step, I would say, of division is here, that is your syllabus. So the reports that are in public, that are released by public bodies, national as well as international, and are related to your syllabus topics are important for you. The syllabus topics that have been seen in the examination are international economic institutions, health, education, sustainable development, employment generation, and poverty alleviation. I would recommend you to see the previous year papers. EduTap has this free previous year questions course. You can enroll to it and you can find your paper, right? Social justice and gender issues, human development, union budget and economic survey are your annual reports that you have to cover. They are very important and they are also mentioned in your syllabus, right? Then monetary and fiscal policy, because the reports by RBI which are related to the bi-monthly monetary policy, they are also relevant, right? So I hope you understand that the reports that are related to public bodies, be it national or international, and are related to syllabus, they are important for you to cover, right? Now let's say there is a report by IMF, okay? There is very less chance, guys, that IMF report will not be related to this particular syllabus topic. If there is a report which is not related to these topics and still by IMF, then it is going to be some new report probably. Then you can just skim through the report, that what is the report about. If it is an old report and it is not at all related to these topics, guys, you can take the risk of ignoring that report. Let me tell you this, right? But you have to, again, I am emphasizing, understand that international economic institution is given. There is very less chance that report will not be important. If the body is important, if it is in public domain and working for public, it will somehow be related here, because your all social issues are catering to these topics only, right? I hope you understand. Now, topic, very important question is what to cover from a report. Let's say that you are able to screen down the reports that you have to cover, right? Question comes that what to cover in that report. That report is going to be so lengthy. That also, guys, I have brought for you, again based on the analysis of the questions that have been asked earlier. So I have found this trend which is here in front of you. In any report, you have to cover the publishing body who releases that report, major findings, what is the theme of that report, why has that report been released, is it about gender gap, is it about the rising GDP of the countries, or is it about declining health of the people. So that is the major finding, global level as well as national level. Measures that are mentioned in the report, there are suggestions that are given or the measures that should be taken by different countries. So for which country you will cover? Of course for India, guys, that you will cover, right? Rankings and indices which are released related to the report, or if some rankings or indices which are not related to the report, but apart from that also rankings and indices are released. In rankings and indices, will you cover all 136 countries, let's say, if there are there? Of course you cannot, that is not humanly possible. So you will cover the top countries, top 5, the trend says. India's rank and worst countries, bottom 5 also you can cover, or at least bottom 3, guys, and top 3. Parameters that have been used to come to that ranking, it's very important. Why India is not at the top, or why is India at somewhere in the middle? You should know the parameters, that this is the reason we are lacking, and these parameters have been used. Then guys, India specific findings, you should try to cover them, all those India specific findings, right? So guys, these are the things that if you cover from a report, you will cover all the important things and you will be able to clear your examination if the reports questions are asked, right? Now, source for this, how to cover it? The basic source is, guys, your newspaper. So whenever important reports are released, they are covered in your newspapers. So you go through that newspaper and make short notes. How will you make short notes? Make sure you cover all these things, because I get this question that, ma'am, what to cover? So many things are given in a newspaper. Filter out these things and make your own notes. If you have the RBI course of EduTap, you must know that we are covering all these things already in your course on a monthly basis. Reports section has been divided in primary and secondary section, where primary section reports are the most important ones, secondary sections one are the less important ones, and these are the dimensions based on which those reports are covered, right? You are already making use of that if you have the course. If not, then you must see that. Now guys, next question is timeline to cover reports. That is, when, how many reports shall I cover, how many months? So guys, this again, this priority table tells you that reports that are released 3 months before the examination are most important. That means you cannot take the chance of not covering them. If a report is released by an international body, which is a public body, and it is related to your syllabus topic and released 3 months before the examination, you cannot ignore it. Why? Because there are very, very high chances of that being asked in your examination. On the other hand, you can go back, and if you have time crunch, then you can ignore previous 6 months. But if you have time, if you have been preparing well for the examination, cover 6 months, because then you will be in the quite safe zone, right? Safe plus, I would say, because safe, even this person is safe if given all the dimensions are covered, then you will become safe plus. And if you have a good coverage, if you have time and you cover 1 year reports, now 1 year reports, obviously it won't be feasible for you to cover each and every report and each and every dimension. Then use that rule that I have told you. Public body, right, national or international, both are equally important. Then related to syllabus, right, and the dimensions that I have given. So those things you have to cover, right? So if you cover it, guys, there will be not even one question that you are not able to solve. This I can tell. Or at max there will be one question, because this is the pattern of the examination. This is what the exam is all about. That is why the syllabus that has been defined and given to you, right? But on the other hand, if you feel that, ma'am, I will have just few days to cover my current affairs, or I'll have just few months to cover the reports, then use your simple formula, that is, these public body reports that are related to syllabus and they have been released in 3 months before the examination, pick up them and cover their given dimensions. Guys, if you do that, again, let me tell you, you'll be in a safe zone, which means you'll be able to attempt many questions in the examination through those coverage, right? So guys, that is it from my end. I hope all these questions have been addressed. Now you know that what all things you need to cover, and you also know how to make use of your course that is there, right, in the RBI reports. So guys, let me just summarize what we have covered. So guys, the reports by public bodies are very, very important, be it a national or international body. If it's a public body, if it's not a private company, if it's not a private organization, it's a public body, right? Then reports that are related to syllabus, of course, they are more important, and the selected dimensions that I have given you, they should be on your tips, because when you know the dimensions to be covered, any lengthy report if I give you, you'll be able to come out with those dimensions and then solve the paper, right? And the timeline is 3 to 6 months before the examination. So this is the recommended pattern that you have to follow. If you are able to go beyond it, it will be wonderful, right? You'll be like doing wonders if you are able to cover more than this and retaining that also, because revision is a key point. If you can do less than that, then you have the, I would say, the scales based on which you can at least come to a logical conclusion that this is what I am covering and this is what I am not covering, rather than just randomly picking any report and covering and leaving some more important one, right? So this should be your logic to deselect any report for your coverage, right? I hope you find this video helpful and now you are well versed with the reports coverage. Do drop your comments. Do you want us to come up with such more videos? Let us know. I wish you very best for your upcoming examination from the entire team of EduTap. For any query that you have, feel free to drop us an email at hello@edutab.co.in. I will see you soon. Bye bye. Take care.